Okay, just going to take a quick video here on vinyl flooring. It's coming along really nicely, really settling, clicking well obviously, and just going together pretty quick. Probably have only, believe it or not, maybe another hour, maybe two with ripping the last wall piece, because it'll have to be trimmed a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to take a quick video. I don't know if I can set this up properly, or maybe I'll just take some photos of kind of what I've done wrong over the years, and then what I've learned to do a little bit more sensible and work smarter, not harder, and save yourself a lot of getting up and moving around once you're doing flooring. So yeah, I have plans to hopefully use the other boxes that we have left over in the basement at home and redo the basement at home here in the coming months. It's been on our to-do list for a few years, and also we have another laminate product out in the bunkie. We have 6 boxes. So almost enough to do the whole bunkie. Figured if I did a landing with tile right when you come in, and I made it a specific square footage and kind of made it larger than I know I need, the 6 boxes should be enough to cover the rest of the bunkie. So I'm gonna hopefully do that this summer. So, but yeah, let me take a quick video here of kind of what I do as far as flipping the board around. Most often, I guess you just kind of 2 ways of doing it. You can either measure off the wall and kind of come back to your board and find out what your depth, your distance is, and just take a square and make marks and measure it. What I like to do is just kind of take the board and flip it. So I'll lock it in basically, and let me see if I can just take a quick video of it. I guess most people cut, maybe not. But yeah, let me just see. Some people do, some people don't. So this board's right in here. Let's go. So one thing I like to do is, once you have your boards kind of sitting on the seam of where they're going to go, you know, where that seam is going to be nice and tight, it is nice and close as possible. And then obviously in the back seam, you can see that gray in there that needs to come in. There's that hairline that needs to be squeezed in. But basically, set the board, and then, let me see if I can zoom back out on it for a second here. Oh, missed my focus up. There we go. So yeah, I like to basically just take my hand here and lift up that other seam. And you should always have them at an elevated angle, about 30, 40 degrees-ish. Oh, hear that click, click, click. And you get that nice tight seam. Now it's still not perfect. There's still a little bit of a gap. So I'll give it a little whack with the mallet, with a little scrap piece just to tie it in. Sometimes I can just click in with my thumbs. You can see there's that gray line there. That hair line, I don't know if you can see that, but that will need to be clicked in. So once I have that in there, you can see now they're both even. Make sure that your mark here is even too, that the boards line up even and that they're not, one's not in front of the other, so that your next line goes in and isn't pushing on these. Yeah, most I'll just give it like a quick little one of these and lift it a little bit, just enough, bring it back up, click it in, push on it, and there we go. There we go. Perfect. I don't know if you heard that click. You're listening for a click. This product's actually called Duraclick. The product I was talking about in the previous video, I'll try and put the videos together, but it's the Lowe's XRP Duraclick. I don't know, waterproof vinyl, comes with the underpad underneath it. It's a pretty good product. That's what it kind of looks like. It comes in 2 different colors, I think they have it as, and it comes with a nice thermal break underpad. Really nice cushion, and it's got a really nice feel to it. Feels like wood, the texture is real, looks pretty good. And again, 100% waterproof, 100% composite. Pretty thick product too. I think it's like 7 mil altogether or something like that. What was I saying there? But yeah, you're listening for a click. So when you're doing any kind of laminate really, and especially vinyl block flooring or click flooring, listen for the click and just take your time, and obviously make sure you can see now, like my boards are, oh, what am I doing with my camera here? Right now it's like up in the air, you can see that little bit of gap underneath. And that's basically where the floor is sitting. Now because this is a floating floor, it is inherently floating. Now, obviously my subfloor underneath isn't perfectly level either, so you can see it's already touching in the back there. There it's floating just a little bit. And once you put some weight on that, you put the next line in, it pushes down, and it's gonna sit right on the subfloor. The subfloor underneath, which is the Dricore system, the Insul-armor stuff that I put in a previous video, and kind of first time using that. Feels really good. Amazing in here considering what it's been in here the last 3-4 years with the concrete slab and how cold it is coming through. Like that R4 in the ground and the cushion too. Awesome. So really happy with that product. So, oh, the other thing I just want to show real quick, the whole purpose of the video here is that I just want to share with this. When you are doing your cut here at the end, you could basically measure off the wall there and come back. Or if you take your board, I need this tongue here. I'm not looking to have the outside tongue because I need it to lock in here. So what I would do is I need this section of the wood right there. So I would just take my board and flip it around nice and even off this other board here. Make sure it's nice and straight. I usually push it into the wall so it's tight, and then I'll pull it back about 1/4 inch so that I know I have a gap there all the way along. So I leave a room for expansion. And yeah, instead of measuring, I don't even, oh, sorry. Perfect. I don't even have to measure now. I'll just take my mark here, line it up, come back even 1/8 or a little bit. It's not going to matter because I'm covering my baseboard on the edge. And now I take my square and I can just square off that cut and basically just line it up. That's it. And once I have my mark, I'm good to go. Just line it up. And now I have the section that I need. We're good. So yeah, it's always interesting to see like different ways of doing things. I think I found that on a video, I'm sure on YouTube or TikTok, or maybe even just watched someone who was helping me out sometime show me just a quicker way to measure out flooring, especially when you're staggering things. You know, and your inside cut there, like off gonna matter, like how much it sits off the wall here, because your basement's gonna come and land like still significantly inside of that. Yeah. Okay, probably rambling now, but we'll definitely try and blend the videos together. And if I think of anything else, I'll take another one of something else I'm doing. That's hopefully helps someone out down the road. All right, ciao.